Hey beer tubers, Ryan back with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Today I'm outside of my garage. You might be able to hear the noise on the camera. I'm brewing up some beer, doing a saison, so that's going. Just started the boil, threw in some Sriracha Ace hops, and now it's time for a beer review. So we're going to take a look at another beer from the brewery. This is Imperial White Orchid. It's an Imperial wit beer brewed with orange peel, coriander, and nutmeg. And it's a 9% beer, so one of the bigger Imperial wit beers that I've seen. So let's get this thing cracked open. I have had it a couple times, but I haven't got around to reviewing it. So last time I saw it, I made sure to pick it up. This is part of their, it says on top, Provision series. These are beers you can only buy at their bottle shop in Orange, which is a little ways from the brewery. It's a little south, not quite as far up in Orange County. So as you expect from a wit beer, it is hazy. I haven't dumped the yeast in. We'll get to that. Appearance-wise, definitely a hazy straw, just straight up straw color right there. I've got about a finger head. Don't expect as much head from an Imperial wit beer that you would get from maybe like Hoegaarden or one of those lower wits. A lot of carbonation coming from the bottom. Looking good so far. Let's get the nose on it. Okay, so I had some camera difficulties here. Getting the nose. I forget where I left off, but I was probably talking about how there's a lot of nutmeg on the nose. The nutmeg almost dominates the coriander. I get nutmeg, then I get coriander, then you get some orangyness, some Pilsner kind of biscuity malt buried in there as well. Thankfully not any alcohol, but I already got the yeast poured in because I already did my tasting notes pre-yeast, but we're going to dig into this, so cheers. Oh yeah, it's better with the yeast. Pre-yeast, there's big mouthfeel for a wit beer. You know, it's a medium-bodied beer. Usually wits are light to medium light. This one's pretty big. You definitely get the nutmeg on the flavor, followed by the coriander. Towards the back, you get a little bit of a citrus note. Adding the yeast in kind of rounds out the beer a bit more. Like there's just a touch of like a bit of the alcohol astringency, not astringency, but you can definitely get some of the alcohol on the back end. With the yeast, it sort of covers that up a bit. It's still a big beer, but I get a little more citrus notes with the yeast poured in. Definitely a little more of that orange, bitter orange, and it has a little bit of a sweet kind of citrus note. Just that orange peel playing off the wheat in there, and yeah, the nutmeg kind of blends in with the coriander and makes for a. It's not the most crisp, refreshing beer, but it's really, even on this really warm day here in the garage, it is very drinkable, even at 9%. I don't taste a ton of alcohol. It's definitely there, but for such a light beer, they hide the alcohol pretty well for a 9% Imperial wit beer. So. Let's see, grading wise on this one, I don't know, it's hard to say. Imperial wit beer is not a style I haven't had a whole lot of. Just a couple of the Sam Adams. I do like this one more than the Sam Adams. There might be another one. I do want to try the one from Boulevard. So that one sounds pretty good. I think I actually like the regular wit beers a little better. So I'm just going to give this one a B. It's definitely above average. It's just not like a wow beer to be like, say, an A beer, but it's a solid above average beer. Not my favorite, but yeah, it's still a good summertime drink, especially if it's like warm. You want something kind of refreshing, but you also want 9% alcohol. Then that'll kind of get you there in a refreshing way. So that's Imperial White Orchid from the brewery, and yeah. Check it out if you can get to the provision shop. Grab a bottle of this one if you kind of like the style. It's fairly well done, I think. I don't know if it can get better, but above average for sure. And it's going to wrap it up for this review. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.